the bullshit, man. My bad, you know what I'm saying? Punk ass shit. Snax on Sportz, man. I'm back with another one, fucking with this punk ass phone. You know? What's going on with y'all, man? Snax on Sportz. I'm back with Snax on Sportz. I'm back with another one. Damn, they can't even talk right out this motherfucker, man. Fucking with this shit, bro. Yeah, though, man. Y'all already know what it is. I'm back with another one. We're gonna talk about this Deshaun Watson on this episode of Snax on Sportz. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to do this last week. It's an episode of First Take. After Deshaun Watson came back last week, this past week was his second week back. But after he came back last week, they did a topic on on Deshaun Watson and I wanted to address that. You know what I mean? Not just I wanted to address that. So that's what we're doing. But and that's basically what it is, so once Deshaun came back, the media got this thing to where y'all know how the media work. You know what I mean? They're gonna chastise and do all this shit. But now that he's back, first thing they want to do is continue to ask him about his sexual misconduct allegations or cases or whatever. He's accused of sexual misconduct and sexual assault, from inappropriate, behavior towards, female massage therapists or whatever, various massage therapists, a lot, like 50 something, 60 something, some shit like that. So, but no criminal charges was brought on him, you know what I mean? So he good on that end. But it's some civil shit. You know what I mean? I believe that's still going on. So, you got to pay these hoes a few dollars, you know what I mean? A little money or whatever. But, the thing about it, man, is that, and I'm not, I just want to just as a disclaimer, you know what I'm saying? I know some people will say, well, you said it, but I'm not saying hoes to try to disrespect them. That's just the way I talk. That's just the way I grew up. We grew up talking. So, it's no disrespect to them. You know what I mean? It's just the way a nigga talk. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So everything about all the seriousness of the case, of what's been going on with these, with the sexual misconduct or whatever, everything about the seriousness about it, as far as, could he possibly be brought up on criminal charges and stuff like that? All of that stuff is in the past. You know what I mean? There's no criminal charges going to be brought. He served his suspension, so and that's another part of it. So yeah, he's not going to be charged criminally or anything like that. But the fact that he found himself in this situation is a violation of the NFL's personal conduct policy or whatever. You know what I mean? So even if you ain't even going to jail for nothing, if you find yourself in a situation that the NFL deems to be, detrimental to the league or the brand or whatever, then up under the laws and jurisdictions of the NFL, you know what I mean, through, collective bargaining agreements between the player, the NFLPA, and the owners, Roger Goodell has the right to suspend a player, you know, even if they wasn't brought on no charges and nothing like that. So they deemed that, you know, the seriousness of the charges or the allegations or whatever, and then all of the you know, the negativity that it bring, you know, to the NFL and its brand, they deemed an 11-game suspension to be levied, you know, on Deshaun Watson. A lot of people thought it was going to be a full year suspension, but you know, 11 game, whatever I don't give a fuck. Whatever they would have did, that's, you know, that's what he deserved. I don't, you know what I mean? If they felt like he shouldn't be suspended at all, that's what they came up with. If they felt like he deserved 11 games, that's what they came up with. If they felt like the whole year, that's what they came up with. That's what they come up with. I'm not outraged at no, you know, none of it. It ain't got nothing to do with me. So what the fuck I give a fuck about? You know what I'm saying? So give a fuck about it for. So, I'm sitting here watching this Warriors-Bucks game. Warriors getting blew out. They ain't ready to play. This shit over. I'm ready for the next game. Lakers and Celtics. But yeah, but I'll say all that to say that he served his suspension. Okay, no criminal charges gonna be brought. So this situation is essentially in the past, bro. Okay. So, you know, the situation is behind Deshaun Watson, and there's no reason really for him to talk about this situation anymore. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the media gonna ask him about it and this and that. So if I'm Deshaun Watson, if I'm Deshaun Watson and the media asking me these questions, you know, about, you know, anything pertaining to, you know, my sexual misconduct allegations, I'm saying, you know, just like basically what he said, which is, you know, hey, but I'm saying it how I would say it, like, hey, you know, like, you know, I respect the question, I respect y'all job, you know what I'm saying, but I'm all of that stuff is in the past. I don't got to answer none of that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say I don't have to answer that. I would say all of that stuff is in the past. I'm here to play football and answer any questions that y'all got about football. But, you know, I'm not going to answer no questions that don't have anything pertaining to football or the game or my next opponent or, you know, whatever. I'm just, you know, so y'all can, and I would tell them, y'all can keep asking the questions if y'all want to. You know what I'm saying? I can't stop you from asking the questions. I respect that, but you're gonna get the same answer. So, and that's just how I would do it every time. Anytime they ask me anything about that situation, I would say what I just said. And I don't give a damn if every question, I'm gonna just keep, I hit them niggas with the Marshawn Lynch. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here so I don't get fined. You know what I mean? Or hit them with the Rasheed Wallace. Both teams played hard. You know what I'm talking about? So they just gonna get the same answer over and over and over again. And the reason why is because I don't gotta talk about that. That's in the past. That's done. And it's gonna benefit me in no way to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? I already apologized about anybody that may have been affected, anybody I may have hurt, or, you know, anything like that. I already did all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things, man. And so, yeah, you know, like I said, I already apologized about it. So why do I got to continue to talk about this? You know what I mean? And so I kind of lost my train of thought there, but where First Take comes in is that that's essentially kind of like what he said when he was asked a question or two about about the situation. You know what I mean? He essentially came out and said what I just said. Hey, I respect y'all. Y'all, I respect the question and all that, but you know what I mean. I'm not gonna really be talking about nothing that ain't got nothing to do with football. So that next morning on First Take, Stephen A comes out and basically, says he don't think that that's handling it the right way and this and that. Well, I'll let y'all hear, what he said, because I got it queued up and I'm finna play it. But yeah, it's just they want to continue. The media wants to continue to, and like I said, this is what Snax on Sports is all about, exposing this American sports media, because this is what they do. Okay. He's not gonna, Deshaun Watson is not gonna change anybody's mind as far as anybody that feels a certain way about him. They feel that way. There's nothing that he can say to change anything. You know what I'm saying? So why am I gonna continue to talk about it? I don't, and what am I gonna try to put, like, he's trying to be honest. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get out here and be fake on the camera and be whining and crying like, man, y'all please forgive me for this, you know what I'm saying, this and that, I fucked up, or you know what I mean, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, he trying to be honest. Like, look, I'm moving on. Whatever happened, I'm moving on. I ain't got to talk about this shit no more. I didn't served all my, suspensions and all that shit. So, but here is Stephen A. Smith, Ryan Clark, and Marcus Spears talking about the situation. From San Francisco, they got the Lakers coming up next second of our doubleheader on TNT. Kevin Harlan and Reggie Miller on the call for that one. Come on, man. Warriors did a good job on Tatum and the Celtics. All right. Let's cue this up. Hold on, y'all. My fault. But yeah, no, this is a little topic I wanted to do, just because, Deshaun Watson ain't got to talk about it. And I'm not no big Deshaun Watson fan. I'm just giving my opinion on the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying about Deshaun Watson before all this shit went down, I was saying, like, bro, I don't understand, because my thing is, I understand that he was a great quarterback, but I feel like they was overrating him, bro, because if you a great quarterback, I put emphasis on winning, bro, and wins, my nigga. And if you so great, why your team not good? My nigga, I understand that football is the ultimate team sport, but still, bro, having a quarterback of his caliber, like they say that he is, that's supposed to, like, change a lot. And never said that he wasn't a great quarterback. I just said, like, basically, I either thought that they was either overrating him. Overrating him may sound like a little harsh, because that's essentially saying, that he's not as good as they say that he is. And I guess that's kind of what I'm saying. But I'm more saying that like they was trying to put him in that Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady level. And I don't see him on that level. I see him on that next tier, at least before. Let's see how he's, and once he get back into, right now at this moment, he still got some he got to knock off the cobwebs and the rust. You know what I mean? But once it's all knocked off, because he ain't played in essentially 2 years, because all this bullshit he been going through, then we can see if if he's able to get back to where he was before the suspension and all that. But I will put him on that next tier, which is like, Josh. I mean, and that's what I'm saying. It's a great quarterback, like Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson, Justin Herbert, I would put him on that tier. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's because it was all great quarterbacks. I think he's a great quarterback. But I feel like that top tier, that Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes tier, that's reserved for those three. I know Tom Brady ain't playing well this year, but I'm saying y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Same with Aaron Rodgers. I know he's not playing well this year, but you know what I mean. And some of those other ones that I was talking about, they right on the cusp of breaking through into that top tier. You know what I'm saying? To me, you got to get at least a Super Bowl, though, to break into that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, all those players that I just said, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson. They you got to win one. You know what I mean? And then you can be that elite. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, that's what I was saying about Deshaun Watson, because I'm looking at, his last season with the Houston Texans, he had a great year. Go look at that nigga stats. This MVP caliber stats. But the team was 4-12. You know what I'm saying? So what am I really supposed to do with that? You know what I mean? How do I explain that? He should account for at least 7-8 wins. You know what I'm saying? If he's that good, or if he's that, if he has the impact that a quarterback of that caliber should have on a team. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not one to, just be defending Deshaun Watson. I just be calling it how I see it. And I don't think that he don't got to say shit to nobody about nothing, pertaining to that shit. All that shit he just got through going through, and still going through somewhat. Because I think it's like a one or two or three open civil cases still open. So niggas will see how that go. But yeah, man. But let me play this real quick.
And Deshaun Watson. Stephen A., I'll start with you. How has he handled this whole thing so far?
Stupidly. Somebody got to say it, so I'm going to say it. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been in this business for many years, and obviously, I've made my share of mistakes, and I'm going to continue to make mistakes. I mean, when you're on live television, ain't no 7-second delay, no tape delay or whatever. You arguing with people, you speaking extemporaneously. You're going to say stuff, you're going to make mistakes. Damn it, that's the way that it goes. If RC or Swagoo made those mistakes and they came to me to ask my advice, I'd be like this: get it over with. Don't give them room. I would have walked up to that press conference from day one, Wednesday, when the quarterback said, you know what I would have said, guys? I'm here. Let's go. Don't ask after today. But feel free. Fire away. Because the suspension is over. The legal matters for the most part. I don't know if there's one more case, but the legal matters for the most part are over. You've been suspended.
Now, see, I don't agree with that. You know what I mean? The person that I agree with, in this debate right here is Ryan Clark. Y'all get ready to hear what he got to say. But I don't agree with, Stephen A. saying, for one, saying that he handled it stupidly. No, how? How did he handle it stupidly? He didn't handle it stupidly. He came out and said he was respectful. He didn't have no attitude. He wasn't like acting like, acting defensive or nothing. He just came out and said, respectfully, guys, I respect y'all job. I respect the question. But, basically, I'm not really here to talk about anything that's not pertaining to football or the game. You know what I'm saying? And so to say he handled it stupidly, that has kind of, shades of Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal calling Kyrie Irving an idiot because he tweeted a link to a documentary. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is what I mean. What Stephen A is doing, and like I said, I fuck with Stephen A. I know he be buck dancing and cooning and all that shit on certain shit or whatever. But that still don't I don't get all outraged, at nothing. I laugh at shit, when something go down or but I don't get all outraged to the point to where, like the stance that he took originally against Kyrie, which was some buck dancing ass shit. But that still don't make me be like, oh, nigga, I hate this nigga, fuck this nigga, this and that, and blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't know him. I just watch him on TV for entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So I don't look to him for no type of political advice, life advice, religious advice, or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? He's an entertainer to me. You know what I'm saying? So whatever way he sway, I'm not finna get all, I can call him a buck dancing ass coon or whatever, you know what I mean, if I want to, or about a certain situation or about a certain topic, you know what I mean, but still at the same time, about a whole another topic, maybe agree with him or laugh at something that he said or did that I think is funny, because I'm not that emotionally attached to it either way. You know what I'm saying? So and these niggas, these niggas be getting too caught up in that, and because if you why you watching that nigga a coon, this and that. Man, I watched First Day because I like the show. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he said about Kyrie, okay, yeah, I could disagree with that, but you know what I mean? I may want to see what he got to say next. You know what I mean? I ain't, so that's y'all. If y'all want to boycott First Take and do all that shit, hey, be my guest. You know what I'm saying? But I actually like watching a nigga. And I can still, call him out when he wrong about some shit or when I feel like he wrong about some shit. So, but anyway, but Stephen A, in saying that, and saying what I just said, what they do and what he's doing here is he was the first one to talk on this topic. Molly went right to him. It's because what they do is they say what the ones that's because he ESPN, Disney, so he signed them contracts. He up under them Jews. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be mindful of the things that you say. You know what I'm saying? And so what he's doing is he's saying what he think he's supposed to say, what the people want to hear, what's gonna get a pat on his back, from the powers that be, and even some public, but less the public. Because one thing about it, if you really understand what's going on with these TV personalities, they really don't give a fuck what. At least I know Stephen A don't. Stephen A really don't give a fuck what nobody say on no damn Instagram comment or no tweet. Just a random old Joe. You know what I mean? Like that nigga don't give a fuck about that, bro. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers is these famous in the spotlight. You know what I mean? They've been going through this shit forever. So what would hurt me or your feelings? You know what I'm saying? Because we not used to that type of spotlight on us 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Every day. That's just regular, typical shit to them. So he don't give a fuck about that. I'm not saying that because he's, we all human beings. He's a human being. So everybody, just like me, I don't give a fuck what no nigga think about me about nothing. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn. But at the end of the day, do you still how do I say this? I don't know, because I really don't give a fuck, and I know he don't give a fuck. But you hear shit though. You know what I'm saying? So you just wonder, man, why do this motherfucker feel this way about me, or think this about me? You know what I'm saying? Or what did I say to? Because I thought I was saying something, type of shit. But that's what he doing. What he doing here is he's saying what he thinks the public or the powers that be, want to hear, by saying, oh, Deshaun Watson, he's handling it stupidly. He should come out and get right in front of it and just say, I'm here. Come, let's go. This and that. But then gonna say, but don't ask after today. Don't ask after today. Bruh. That ain't how the shit go, my nigga. It ain't like when do the media ever when is like, you gotta show them. You can't just say don't ask and then they not gonna ask. You know what I mean? They gonna keep asking. You gotta show them, like, nigga, if you keep asking that question, I'm either gonna just not answer you, or I'm just gonna keep giving you the same cliche answer. So I'm telling you that right now. So it's up to you if you want to waste your time. I got all day. I get paid to play basketball. So you get paid to do this. So, you know what I mean? If this is what you want to do, we can sit here all night. You know what I'm saying? They not gonna stop asking, bro. So to try to make it seem like, say, yeah, ask me all these questions I want right now, today, and so that way they won't ask no questions down the line. Once you start answering that shit, they gonna keep them coming. They gonna keep that shit going. So I disagree with Stephen A. on that one. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, he's just saying what he not really saying. Really, what I'm not saying he don't. It's not what he feel. He may do feel that way, but even if he didn't feel that way, he gonna say what he said. You know what I mean? Because he not saying it because, even if it is the truth, he not saying it because it's the truth. He's saying it because that's what they want him to say. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what that is. You know what I'm saying?
Your name has been raked through the coals. Everybody been talking about you. Everybody been in your business. I mean, you listen. And clearly it's self-inflicted. Ain't nobody trying to absolve him. I'm not going there. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you've been through what you've been through. What you don't do is prolong people to continue to look for answers you can immediately provide and then get it over with. By doing what he did, first of all, you ain't there on Wednesday for when quarterbacks are talking to the media, and then secondly, you come there another day. When you do that, you prolong, you foment the issue to such a degree that people continue to come at you, and somehow, some way, everybody's looking for the story. You take the story away. I'm giving media advice right now. You take the story away. Whatever I can say. Of course, there's going to be things your lawyers don't want you to say. There's going to be things your therapist don't want you to say, whatever. What I'm saying is, I'm back and forth with y'all answering these questions.
So then I'm asking, but what if you just set the precedent?
In these questions, we going to.
Now, watch this. Somebody that I never, ever agree with, because I think she be butting in and talk too damn much. And they can do without her on the show. But, a dead clock is right. Twice a day, like Stephen A. say, and she said something I agree with. So check this out, and this is gonna lead into Ryan Clark.
Get it over with now. Ask away.
But what if you just set the precedent that you're not going to answer any questions? So then I'm asking your question. I want to ask you. So if you just decide, hey, I'm not going to speak on it at all. It's done. I'm moving forward, and I'm just focusing on football. I'm not going to acknowledge it. Don't you think that's less of a story?
You know why? You know why I say no, guys?
Yeah.
And I'll say, and this is just me. Because you know that inevitably when people keep nudging at you, eventually you're going to give up something. Because the patience to avoid the issue as you're continuously bombarded with something. At some point, it's always happened. I know. Go ahead, RC. I'll give you the floor. I know y'all might disagree, but what
Like, bro, like, what is this nigga talking about, bro? I don't even understand what that means. So you saying tell these motherfuckers what you don't want to tell them just because they keep asking you? Because if they keep asking you, then you might slip up and tell them something. Because it's like he trying to say, oh, because you might be holding something in. My nigga, I'm not holding nothing in. I'm telling you, I done already did everything I needed to do. I'm moving on. So what are you talking about? Yeah, you need to just say something. Just tell them, just tell them, you know, answer whatever question, you know, tell them whatever they want to hear. Anyway, you know, and just say the shit, because the fact that you might slip up and tell them some other shit that you didn't want to tell them because you was holding everything in. That don't make no sense. If I'm not gonna tell them the shit that's barely whatever, why would I tell them to, like, this is why this media shit stupid. So this nigga just, he a psychologist now. He trying to get into the next nigga head. You know what I mean? And what the next, nah, that's what you would do, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was right. Why not just set the precedent that I'm not gonna talk about this, I'm not gonna answer nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't got nothing to do with football, and then they know right from Jump Street, we got no shot of getting nothing out of him, you know, pertaining to, you know, the allegations and all that, you know, because he's saying it from, you know, from Jump Street, from the get-go. And he's saying, nah, because, you know, Stephen A saying, nah, because, you know, what, if they keep asking you and poking and prodding, that eventually you're going to give up something anyway. I don't even understand that. I really don't even understand, like, what's his point, like, and how he even gets to that conclusion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what that shit means. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm just slow.
I'm telling you is there is evidence repeatedly throughout history that if people keep getting nudged, at some point in time, they implode and then they give up something that they don't need to give up. When you hold it in.
I think the problem with allowing people to ask you questions, Stephen A., I think what's flawed in the way you see it is that you think when they ask one question, they're going to stop. Or to think that there's anything that Deshaun Watson can say that will ever change the perceptions that have already been formed by everyone in that room, by everyone that looks at Deshaun Watson. For those who think Deshaun Watson is guilty, he's never going to be able to fix that. He's never going to be able to change that perception. To this day, I can't speak on a quarterback without having someone on Twitter or some fan ask me about playing with Ben Roethlisberger when he had these sort of allegations. This will never go away from Deshaun Watson, for Deshaun Watson. If Deshaun Watson stood up there and answered every single question yesterday about what happened in the past, they would have a question that they would have to ask from the way that he answered. Every time he opens his mouth and he talks about the allegations levied against him, it's going to just lead to another question. It's going to lead to something else written about Deshaun Watson in whatever way people want to frame the narrative. Now, we can be mad as the media, or you can be mad as those who feel like they can profit from Deshaun Watson saying something, or that feel like they can continue to pile on him if he says something. The best thing Deshaun Watson can do is say, I'm not answering any questions but football questions. And we've seen many of people throughout sports do this. Say, I'm only going to answer questions that pertain to what's happening on the grass, or that pertain to what's happening in my line of work. And you can continue to ask, and you can continue to ask, but they do not have to answer. The other thing is this. You're speaking about this going away for Deshaun Watson. 10 of the women involved in the lawsuit are going to be at that stadium. I've watched people protest Michael Vick for dogfighting for the remainder of his career. People still bring that up as it pertains to Michael Vick. This is never going away. Deshaun Watson will never have peace as it pertains to what he has just gone through and to what the 25 accusers have also had to endure. And so for me, I think Deshaun Watson did exactly what he needed to do, which was protect himself in this situation from digging any deeper of a hole perception-wise.
Yo, so I agree 1,000% with Ryan Clark, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because what he's essentially saying is, bro, you know, there's nothing like this ain't going away. This will never leave Deshaun Watson. Like him being accused of, like, this shit crazy, bro. And this shit be funny. Like, I don't have a problem with this type of shit. I'm just saying that he shouldn't have to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But everything else that come along with it, as far as the fans, and hey, that just come along with it. That should be funny, nigga. They said it was niggas out there. They said at the first game, because the first game was against the Houston Texans. That's the team that drafted him. That's the team where he made his name that he played for. The last team he was on. And they said they was out there with massage tables, you know what I'm saying? They said niggas was out there with massage tables, you know what I mean, pre-game, you know what I mean, trolling niggas, you know what I'm saying? So, and the table said, you know, free, you know, this shit said free massages here and all that type of shit. So that type of shit is funny. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit right there is funny, you know? And I got no problem with shit like that because he the one put himself in this situation. So he ain't got nobody to blame but himself for that. But I'm saying, as far as whatever situation you put yourself in, once you're able to come up out of that and you done with it and it's in the past, I ain't got to talk about that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole thing. And so Ryan Clark is saying this will never leave him. This is always going to be there. You know what I'm saying? For the rest of his career. You know what I mean? And then for the rest of his life. You know what I'm saying? Once you done playing football and you kind of leave the spotlight and you're not in the spotlight no more, then, you know, it'll calm, you know, all that other shit will calm down. But, you know, and it'll even calm down, you know, somewhat going forward as the more and more he plays and shit. But right now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it'll never leave him, though. It'll never leave. It's always, like you said, with the Mike Vick shit, it's always going to be motherfuckers protesting, oh, you did this to dogs and all that shit. So it'll never ever leave him. Meaning, there's nothing that this man can say that's going to change anybody's opinion or thoughts about him if they feel like he did what they're alleging that he did. Sexually assault, you know, or sexually misconduct, you know what I mean, inappropriate passes and, you know, all that type of shit with massage therapists, you know. If they believe that he did that and that he's this type of person, there ain't nothing he can say. So, like Ryan Clark said, the best thing he could do is not say nothing about it and let them know that I'm not finna be talking about this. I can gain nothing from talking about this situation. You know what I'm saying? And the other thing he said that was crazy is like, and this is, you know, saying that 10 of the women that had accused him of this, it was like I said, it was like 50 and 60 something. You know, it was a lot. 30, 40, 50. So it was in at least the 40s or 50s. You know what I'm saying? But 10 of the women is going to be in attendance at the game. And it's like, why? If this man did something to you that you so distraught over, what you want to show up to the game for? For what? That's when you know. And see, that's when they don't understand when they do shit like that, bro. You know, you bring into question of the public, from the public, you know, how valid your accusations and allegations is. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like normal people look at shit from a regular human being standpoint, meaning they're going to put themselves in those shoes, you know, for that situation, and say, if I was one of those 10 women, would I show up to the game and of somebody that sexually assaulted me? You know what I'm saying? The only thing that can happen from this is for me to gain some type of exposure for whatever. But if I truly feel that he done something to me and I want something to happen to him, and he should pay the consequences for it as far as legally or, you know, through the judicial system, which ain't gonna happen, but I'm just saying, just coming to the game and yelling and screaming and having up sign, that's not gonna do it. Do something that's gonna contribute to getting done what you're trying to get done. But it seems like you trying to do stuff to get a camera on your face. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't, like I said, you know, I'm not a woman, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I don't see the logic in wanting to attend the first game. That, I mean, go to every game, and why you just go to the first one? You should be at every fucking game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that type of shit don't make no sense to me. You know what I'm saying? So it make it all look like a game and fake and like you lying essentially. You know what I mean? Like you just trying to be seen, get some exposure. Just because of the fake woke era, you know, culture that we in. You know what I mean? That shit is sad. You know? Now let's hear this old big thick head ass nigga right here.
Respond to that, but let Swaggle go first. Go ahead, Swaggle.
Well, I fall in the middle because I understand what both of you all are saying. Yes.
Now, see, that's the first thing that this nigga, well, I fall in the middle. So you on the fence. You on the fence. Nah, pick a side, bitch. You know what I mean? I fall in the middle. I see what you saying, but then I see what you saying too. Nah, nigga. Stop. That's why. No. This is a debate show, my nigga. This is a motherfucking debate show. Motherfuckers want ratings. Motherfucker don't want no mid nigga up there trying to agree with everybody and motherfucking be cool and nice. Nah, then get up there, yell and scream. You know what I mean? Like Stephen A. do, get them ratings up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Oppose somebody, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga. I agree with you and I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? And here's why. Cause you niggas give me rice and beans and some lemonade and some turkey. You know what I'm saying? And some neck bones and some pork chops and some greens and some cornbread. You know what I'm saying? And all that shit, bitch. I need all that.
Yesterday,
big,
we
thick
talked
neck
about
ass
this on
nigga.
NFL Live, and I said at some point, Deshaun is going to have to acknowledge something. And I think that's what Stephen A. is getting at. I don't think it should be
He gonna have to acknowledge something. He don't got to acknowledge nothing. He's back on the field. That means it's in the past. It's done. Anything that he needed to say about this shit, he already said it. It's over. So what is you talking about? Pillsbury Doughboy?
admission of guilt, and I understand what you're saying as well, RC, about how people will continue to dig. I think the most important thing when we start talking about this, and for people to understand that's watching us, is for we're not trying to decipher Deshaun Watson's emotions or how he feels when he's standing up there. And we're not trying to decipher how these women should respond or how they feel, because we get kind of lumped in with all of that when we give an opinion about what should happen or transpire in this particular situation. For me, I fall more in between where both of you guys are. I understand, RC, what you're saying about these questions will only continue to breed more questions, but I'm also in line with Stephen A. when he says address something or whatever you can. We understand legality. We understand there's a process and a procedure, but I think in a way, all right, whenever you decide, because these cases were settled, and let's just be honest, when you settle things, people are going to obviously think that something went wrong and there was foul play, all right? And I know everybody been scared to say that and dancing around it, but that is what it is. I've said time and time again, your voice is low. These things were... Your voice is low. Okay.
Yeah, you turned this shit down.
No, see, he was saying something. Your voice is really, really
big forehead ass nigga.
In conversations with people off camera, in conversations with you guys, y'all, this is me. This is Marcus Spears speaking for me on First Take. Sure. If this was lies on me, I would fight the rest of my life to prove that it was lies. There would be no money handed out. There would be nothing that comes from this outside of me fighting and going broke to clear everything that's been said about me. So with that being said out there, I think there's a factor or an element to this where at some point Deshaun Watson has to acknowledge whatever transpired in his mind or whatever, however he looks at this element to this, where at some point comes from this outside of, if this was lies on me, I would just with people off camera and comment.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to address about this old Michelin man looking ass nigga. When he was saying what he was just saying right now, I was hearing it, but I was thinking about something else. So this is the part I wanted to address that's wrong about what this nigga say.
Conversations with you guys, y'all, this is me. This is Marcus Spears speaking for me on First Take. Sure. If this was lies on me, I would fight the rest of my life to prove that it was lies. There would be no money handed out.
So see, now that's you. That's you. And the whole thing about that is, I'm gonna tell you the whole thing about that, bro. You know, what he just said, that sound good and all that. And in certain situations, yeah, you try to handle certain situations, you know what I mean? But in other situations, it ain't worth it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It ain't worth trying to, if that was me, I'm going to spend the rest of my life trying to this. Now, okay, do that. Every situation ain't don't cause for that. Some situations just cause for you to do whatever you got to do for it to just go away. You know what I mean? If you ain't do what they saying that you did, I'll give you a prime example. Michael Jackson. That's a prime example. He settled out of court, you know what I'm saying, for a few of them little cases or whatever. Them child whatever cases. Michael Jackson ain't never did nothing to nobody. The FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI, okay, this is the government. They investigated this man for 10 years straight. This is the FBI. Okay, when the FBI investigates you, bro, they trying to get you, bro. So the FBI don't miss. They investigated this man for 10 years, bro. And, bro, they found absolutely nothing. Nada. Zip. Not even an iota, a stitch of anything or any evidence saying that Michael Jackson ever did anything to any child. It was all fucking fake, false. Michael Jackson was you know, they were taking advantage of him, man, just trying to get money from him, man. You know what I mean? Because he was so, nice and giving over. But my point being is that, and the fact that he was different, some may say weird, you know what I mean, or whatever, but he was just different. Everybody ain't the same. He didn't grow up like everybody. I understand the shit because I'm an artist. So I understand different. You know what I'm saying? And I know weird when I see weird. You know what I mean? If you want to call it weird or whatever, that's cool. But it wasn't weird to me. Michael Jackson wasn't weird to me. He was just different. You know what I mean? He was the fucking greatest of all time. That's what the fuck he is. Fuck you talking about? There ain't nobody ever. But my point being is that Michael Jackson ain't never did nothing to no kid. You know what I'm saying? It didn't came out after the fact that all them motherfuckers was lying. Some of them motherfuckers grew up and said that their parents was lying and shit. You know what I'm saying? So all that shit is lies, bro. But the thing was, a lot of that shit, he just had to hey, fuck it, I'll just give them whatever, just for them to go away, man. That's all they fucking want. It's a few $1 million or however, whatever. Just give it to them, and just to get them out my motherfucking face. So that's what I mean when I say every situation ain't about, I'm going to fight tooth and nail, to the end, to try to prove my innocence and this and that. Certain shit, yeah. Certain shit, yeah. I know a motherfucker will say, well, the Michael Jackson allegations and shit, that's something that you want to fight tooth and nail. Well, he did. He did that. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to put this man in jail, bro. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to put this man in jail, bro. You feel me? For life, nigga. They was trying to do him like they did motherfucking, or if not for life, for a long time. You know what I mean? They was trying to do him like they did Bill Cosby. I'm not defending R. Kelly. I'm not even finna get to defending R. Kelly. But we all know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to get MJ. If you got anything on you, they gonna get you. So, okay, Bill Cosby, whether it was back in the day or whatever, you know what I mean? It's fucked up how they done it. He's a damn near 80 years old or whatever the fuck, and you want to put the nigga in jail. Like, I don't understand that, bro. For some shit way back, come on, man. Hoes knew what was good, what it was back then, nigga. Trying to come later on. So that one is a little more defendable to me. I'm not defending no R word shit. So don't want you niggas to even talk. This nigga talking about, no, I'm not, nigga. I got daughters. So don't even get at me like that. I'm saying, you know what the fuck you doing. You ain't innocent. I don't fuck that. I'm not, you niggas ain't finna get me in no shit. So you feel me? That one is a little bit more defendable. But but they had something on him. Whatever it was. He even admitted to it. You know what I mean? So they had something on him, but they wasn't supposed to put him in jail. They told him they wasn't gonna put him in jail. They did it anyway. But that's how he got out. Because they lied to him. You know what I'm saying? But they had something on him, so they was able to get him. You know what I mean? And if they would have had anything on Michael Jackson, he would have went down, bro. Michael Jackson ain't nobody above the FBI, the government, and the mighty hand of the law. Ain't nobody above that. I don't give a fuck how much you sing and dance, nigga. You know what I mean? They'll put your motherfucking ass in jail if you out here doing some shit you ain't got no business. So I'm saying all that to prove the point, and I'm saying y'all can go look it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying all that to say that he did fight it tooth and nail. Michael Jackson did fight it, you know what I'm saying, tooth and nail. But at a certain point, after all of this, you know, it's like, all right, whatever. Certain shit is like, whatever, you know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. So Marcus Spears, that shit sound good. What the fuck you saying? Yeah, man, this little whatever sexual misconduct shit with these fucking females, you know what I'm saying? These massage therapists or whatever. I'm not finna sit up there and this in the past now. I gotta pay whoever the fuck gotta pay, dismiss all these motherfucking cases. Ain't no criminal charges being brought on me. I'm moving on. You know what I'm saying? I'm moving on. So that's another example of a nigga up there buck dancing, saying what he think Massa want him to say. Yeah, I'm gonna say this, you know what I'm saying? They gonna feel this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, all the corporate media and all the, you know what I mean? They gonna say, I'm a stand-up guy. You know what I mean? Because I'm saying, yeah, if that was me, I'm fighting tooth and nail for the rest of my life to defend my name. You know what I mean? Like he's standing on it. Like he's standing on something. You ain't finna accuse me of nothing that I done did and I ain't did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, shut the fuck up, nigga. Just shut the fuck up, bro. Ain't nobody listening to all that shit. Nigga, you up there trying to agree with niggas and shit. Nigga, it's a damn debate show, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga. You sound stupid than the motherfucker.
There would be nothing that comes from this outside of me fighting and going broke to clear everything that's been said about me. So with that being said out there, I think there's a factor or an element to this where at some point, Deshaun Watson has to acknowledge whatever transpired in his mind or whatever.
He did acknowledge it. Remember, he spoke to Aditi Kinkhabwala. He did acknowledge it. He's spoken a couple times on camera now.
But Molly, he need to speak again. Massa want him to speak again. So yeah, I know he already spoke about it and he already said everything he needed to do, and he already, you know, completed all obligations that he needed to complete for this whole situation. But hey, that's not good enough. He need to keep talking about it, even though it should be good enough. But if for whatever reason they say it ain't good enough, you know what I mean? So if it ain't good enough for Massa, it ain't good enough for me. So I want to hear. So I got this fake outrage and this fake mad shit, you know what I mean, to say that I think that this nigga need to come out and say some shit when I really don't give a fuck if he say something or don't say nothing. I'm just on TV acting like I give a fuck, but I really don't give a fuck neither way because it don't change nothing in my life. I'm still gonna go home. I'm still gonna be with my wife. I'm still gonna motherfucking get me something to eat. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna put these fake ass motherfucking glasses on my motherfucking face. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it ain't gonna change nothing, but I'm still gonna act like it's gonna affect me and my life so much if Deshaun Watson don't come out and tell me.
There is the element to when you whirl.
Okay, so you want it now that he's playing again.
But there isn't, though, y'all.
Like, put on that.
This isn't about guilt and innocence anymore. But yeah, it's not about guilt and innocence anymore. A grand jury decided that there wasn't going to be enough evidence where they were going to indict. And so now we move to the civil cases, which is about money. It's about assigning a monetary value to the hurt and to the pain, or to whatever degree that Deshaun Watson has inflicted pain on the people that, or in this case at least, are levying the allegations. I think.
So, and that, I mean, he gaming these niggas and schooling these niggas, bro. Like, it is about money. When it goes to a civil case, that's all it's about. Ain't nobody going to jail. You know what I'm saying? On the situation. And so it's about money. That's all it's about, man. These hoes don't give a damn what happened to him. They trying to get the money and they trying to get the fame and be seen. That's why they was at the game. Yeah. They put the camera on me. I got my hair did, hair done, everything did. Yeah. They was out there trying to be seen, trying to catch him one. Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? And they got that bag from the shit too. Yeah. They out there trying to get it, dog.
We are past that. We are past the actual situation. We are past the actions that happen in rooms and happen in places that we weren't there for. Now we're talking about moving forward, what Deshaun Watson has to do. And Deshaun Watson does not have to answer questions.
Hold on. But RC, that is why when Stephen A say, I'm saying this and that's it, because you are returning to the game.
Then you see there? All he doing is, he's Stephen A little bitch. That's all he is. That's why when Stephen A say, what he say, and that's why I agree with Stephen A. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my media daddy. Yeah, that's my media daddy. I'm trying to be just like him. You know what I'm saying? And what Stephen A say, go. So if you don't agree with Stephen A, like I agree with Stephen A, then you use a stupid motherfucker. Dumb son of a bitch.
I agree with that because what you're saying is basically what you just said, RC, is basically what SA was saying in the beginning. Hey man, I am back in football. I know I'm gonna be standing in front of a camera every single week as the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. This is my first opportunity as the starting quarterback that's gonna see live action, that will have to come to this podium every single week for the rest of this season. I'm on
ESPN.
Ain't no nigga. We already know what you think about it, Stephen A. So don't try to, come back after Ryan Clark and schooled your ass on this topic. You know what I mean? Now you want to try to probably come back and say some shit that, in favor. Well, I didn't mean it like that. What I meant to say was, nah, nigga, we heard what the fuck your bitch ass said. You know what I mean? We know exactly what the fuck you mean, nigga. Yeah. So, I don't even want to hear that shit. You's a lying son of a bitch. And that's all it is, man. So, I just wanted to address that because, Ryan Clark basically said everything that how I feel. Like, why he got to continue to talk about this? I know y'all want him to talk about it. I understand that because the media, that's all y'all is some sensationalizing ass bitches. You know what I'm saying? Trying to motherfucking get a story out of nigga all the time. You know what I mean? And try to basically lynch a nigga, have a public lynching through the media. Oh, y'all love to lynch a nigga? Yeah. You know what I mean? The media, oh, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them things, bruh, to where it's like, hey, man, I disagree with Stephen A. And I disagree with this fake, phony motherfucker Marcus Spears. I don't even know what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, and I it's just because you're not coming on there saying what's real, my nigga. You coming on there saying what you think the people want to hear. You coming up on there trying to agree with Stephen A. and all that. Now say what you think, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Don't say what he think. I agree with Stephen A. But you trying to say you agree with Stephen A. But you trying to say that you agree with Ryan Clark too at the same time. How? They saying two different things. You know what I'm saying? That sound like some dumb, stupid, ignorant, plumb dumb son of a bitch type shit to me. Yeah, you was a plumb dumb motherfucker. How you gonna agree with this nigga, but then agree with the other nigga too, and they saying two totally different things? You know what I'm saying? That shit don't even make no sense to me. So, but that's what these niggas be doing, man. You know, what is it? What's the word? They some double talking sons of bitches. You know what I'm saying? They some double talking bitches, man. And that's just period. That's just what it is, period, point blank. They plumb dumb. And yeah, your ass plumb dumb. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, dog. So yeah, Marcus Spears, I don't know what the fuck your ass be doing up there. And but yeah, I disagree with Stephen A. and Marcus Spears, and I agree with Ryan Clark and surprisingly Molly Karam. You know what I'm saying? You know, so Deshaun Watson ain't got to say a damn thing no more, fam. Just play football. Don't answer no questions. Don't buck to them niggas, Deshaun Watson. You know what I mean? Meaning don't break. Don't do this shit talking about that Stephen A talking about just come out and just spill it all. You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean? Because you might spill some more shit later. You know what I mean? Because they gonna keep pressuring you, man. Don't buck to that pressure, man. You know what I mean? Fuck that pressure, man. You know what I mean? Let them niggas know, like, hey, y'all can keep asking what the fuck y'all gonna ask, but if y'all ain't asking me why I threw that touchdown on that 3rd and 7 or why I threw that interception on that 1st and 10, you know what I'm saying? I don't too much want to hear it. If you want to know about that shit, go ask the bitch. You know what I mean? They want to be famous, so go talk to them. I'm done. So that's pretty much is what it is. I just wanted to address that. Deshaun Watson ain't got to say shit. You know what I mean? He ain't got to say nothing about that shit. That's in the past. Move on. He playing football. He back on the field. And the fact that he back on the field just proved he wouldn't be back on the field if he hadn't, fulfilled all his obligations. NFL wouldn't, you know what I mean, wouldn't have reinstated him. So, obviously he done what he had to do. And he back on the field. Leave that nigga alone about that shit, man. If something else come up, then, hey, it's on him. You know what I mean? But everything else around it, though, I ain't got no problem with it. Niggas trolling and, you know what I mean, bringing massage tables to the game and all that. That's funny than the motherfucker right there. So, I actually like that. You know what I mean? So y'all need to keep doing that. Keep bringing the massage tables. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully they let y'all bring that shit in the game. You know what I mean? Bring that shit in the motherfucking stands, nigga. Have a nigga out there getting full massage, nigga, with you know what I mean, about 10 bitches around him, nigga, talking about, hey, touch me right here, touch me right there. Yeah, man, so, I don't know what Deshaun Watson was thinking, man. That nigga was up in there tripping. They said that nigga had about 60 massage bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's about 60 different cases from 60 different women. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, my nigga. You know what I mean? Shannon Sharp was like, bruh, I got one massage therapist, and I done had her for like 20, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got one. I don't need to have, what the fuck I need all these motherfucking massages? What you got going on, brother? And so, but yeah, that's neither here nor there. That's about the actual situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking shit now. But, you know what I mean? It just is what it is. One thing I know about it now is Deshaun Watson just need to go on and just be him now. You know what I mean? Not try to be no fake shit. Because I know before this shit, I was hearing a lot of, my Lord and Savior and you know what I mean, and all that. And I'm not here to knock that or say that, he not, but I'm just saying, you can't be out here talking about my Lord and Savior, but at the same time, yeah, I'm talking about you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, you saving on them hoes. You know what I'm saying? So what saving you want to do, brother? You know what I mean? You want to get saved, you know what I mean, by our Lord and Savior? Or is you want to save them hoes, man? You feel me? So, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying, man. But other than that, Snax on Sportz, I'm up out of here, man. You know what I mean? I'm going to be back with I keep saying it, but I'm going to really be back with the weekly recap. There's 4 weeks left in the season now. So I got to do a weekly recap, you know what I'm saying, for the last 4 weeks, you know what I'm saying, just to at least be able to balance it out. I think I did like the first 5-6 weeks, and then I stopped. I ain't even did it since then, and so I'm going to end off with the last 4 weeks. So I'm going to do that sometime before the Niners play on Thursday night. So it's either going to be on Wednesday or on Thursday morning. I'm gonna do the weekly recap for this past week. I forget which one. I think it was 14, 15, 13 or 14 or something like that. So yeah, but Snax on Sports, I'm gone, man.